Howdy guys, and welcome back to another video by me, Jed Scott, of Scott Speed Shop. You may be asking yourself, what on earth are we gonna do next? Now that the old yard dart sitting back there is roadworthy, got a nice interior in it, just waiting on the carpet to get here. Well, I think it's time we start working on a car that kind of started this channel. And by the car, I mean that started this channel. It's kind of the car that got me notoriety because it was really one of the first Ratty Chargers to be on YouTube, minus the General Mayhem. And the car I'm talking about is the car we saved from a salvage yard. And not us, as in Dad and I, but a friend did. And then I bought the car, and then we built it into what it is today. And that is my 70 blue Ratty Charger Jezebel. If you guys don't know the history on this car, I invite you. There is a whole lot of videos on this car from years back. Not the greatest of quality of videos. A lot younger version of me, because that was back in August 15th of 2015. And in 2015, we pretty much built the car right there on that pad where the car will get torn completely down and then resurrected from the ground up with some very badass parts that I saved my money up for, and that I hope will finally be my magnum opus of my Jezebel Charger. So let's show you those parts. And for any of my longtime viewers, they will know this engine. This is the original 440 I built for the car. At least the block is. And the block is the only thing left from that deal. It's a 69 70 block. It's a real early 70 block. So, excuse me, it is date coded correct for the 70 Charger. What it has on it is a set of the Pro Comp Speedmaster Victor copy heads. But the only thing left of Pro Comp is the head casting. They got Manley valves, Hughes springs, new seats. Everything is completely redone by Advanced Engine Machine in Salina, Kansas. This engine made about 600 and I think 18 horsepower. And it was, God, I can't remember how much torque it made, but it made it all down low. It's got a completely blueprinted balanced rotating assembly down below, and it is a gnarly bastard. Now, of course, this engine is capable of way more horsepower, especially with the 500 Holley 2 barrels that I built. But the downside is this intake, which prevents us from going oversized ports. But that is plenty of horsepower for anything like what Jezebel is used for. And made it from that 505 cubic inch stroker, we'll be going into a Mopar 18 spline 4-speed transmission, because there's nothing fun about an automatic. An automatic will get you places, but it just ain't cool. At least it's cool as something with a man pedal. And we have this baby right here. Dan Brewer of Brewer's Performance hooked us up with an original handle. Nick Timbakis out of New York made some custom wood grips that are still inside protected. And I made a Hurst Super Shifter work, which has reverse lockout. And then we have an old Anson blow-proof bell housing that I polished and painted in a rising sun motif. And this is all going to get bolted up to that 500-inch stroker and transmit power to my Dana 60 in the back of my Charger, which I cannot wait to feel. So, let's go start messing around. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I have to send out a big thank you to Hanson Speed Shop, who is a viewer of mine and makes some super cool Hot Wheels stuff. Go check out his channel. There will be a link in the description. He actually took the time to make recreations of Dad's 68 Hemi Charger. That's a recreation of his high school Charger, and of my old Ratty Blue Pig. In fact, in his comment you can read it, my Blue Pig and Dad's Cherry Sundae. But yeah, he did an awesome job. He recreated just about everything. I mean, he made his own version of it, of course, because it's really hard to ride out Jezebel in the quarter panels. But I love it. He got the gold Dana cover, the orange steering wheel, the black interior, the white knob. He did a fantastic job. And dude, thank you so much. That is a freaking honor. I think that is so cool when people enjoy our shit enough that they got to make a replica of it, because that is just the biggest honor to me. Don't matter who you are or what you is, But if you think someone's car's cool enough and you're going to take the time to recreate it in any other scale, you earn my respect forever, man. That's super cool. I appreciate it, and I hope they do well in your collection. And they do better than what my car's doing right now, because this thing's been sitting forever. But I think it's time we start working on it. And we get Dad's grill in his Charger, because it's kind of sad without a grill. By the way, Dad's grill is out because it's all painted now and restored and pretty the way he wanted it. We got a nice silver metallic in there, black. He did not want the tops of the fins painted, so we made it black. I surprised him with that stripe right there. But that's going to be going in his car. And the headlight doors function. Check this shit out. Yeah, I just sucked on the vacuum hose. That was kind of gross. But all right, let's get to work. So I kind of just figure, before we put Jezebel to rest, while we completely gut the car from end to end and redo it all together, let's hear this old 383 fire off one more time. Now this is a spiritual bone stock 383 with a small Lunati cam, so it don't sound the greatest, but it makes noise, and we like noise. Yeah, the exhaust's unhooked, but it sounds so much better on the exhaust right now. Jezebel, once again. Now let's tear her apart and make her 10 times better than what she ever was. But unfortunately, guys, that video is gonna have to wait until another day. And even today isn't that day. You will notice that I am wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Sunglasses are on. It's a different day, but the weather here has been rather erratic. So you have to wait until another video to see the complete teardown. But what I will give you is a taste of that. Dad and I put his grill in his Charger, and it looks mighty fine, mighty fine. Got the bumper all put on here right. Man, does that look good. But that's what's going on, guys. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Just a little snippet of Jezebel. In fact, here in a little bit, I'm going to give you a slideshow just to reintroduce you to how we got Jezebel when we first bought her, and just going through the stages of building her. Maybe throw in some video clips from previous days. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you guys in the following videos where we put Jezebel together the way I've always wanted her to be. So take care. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye. Alright, I'm only doing this because Mopar Dan said to do it, but here's my beautiful 440 going into my Charger. Hi, I'm Jed, one of the admins. There, it came to life. Can't run it too long. Still got to break her in, and let me take this bitch. Still got to break that bitch in and put water to her, so here's a little walk around of the monster. Shake your hood. Alright guys, it's been a long time. Long time. This is Jed Scott, or Big Duo as my account still should be. Times have changed. I've got sideburns and a better goatee. I don't know how my hair looks. I just got done driving. But this video is not for me, or for the satellite, or for the Javelin. It is for this. Our 1970 Charger. There's so much going on in this car, you'll never see it all. So I pointed at it like those into our 3-inch exhaust. Just gonna do a quick walk around. This car was some dude's parts car. He was in Oklahoma, from what I understand, and this was his parts car for one of his Daytonas or one of his Hemi cars. And you know, to a guy who's got Daytonas and Hemi clones, you know, it makes perfect sense, you know, because this car's nothing special. It's a special value package car, which is A73 code on the fender tag. It was B5 blue exterior, as you can see. The paint is still there. It had a B5 blue interior, as you can see by the dash. It was a bench seat originally, but it was all B5 blue. That's a lot of fucking blue. That grill is expanded mesh out of a rock crusher that my dad works on. It's real stainless steel that made this scoop in homage to the dually air scoop you see on speedboats. I couldn't afford a real aluminum one, and I wanted to cover the carburetor, so I made one myself out of steel. He's a 440, date coded 1970. Right here on the pad, at least, it's an F70. It's an HP motor, but on the side of the block it's stamped for 1969, so it's almost like it could have been the motor for this car. Hey everybody, Jed Scott here, doing a update video, not on the Oldsmobile, not yet, but on Jezebel, our 70 Charger. There she is. Look at that, named. Had my buddy Jason Von Woods. Did a killer job of doing the billboards on the sides. Nice drop shadow and some purple pinstriping. There she is making sounds. Long time no see, Jed here from Scott's Speed Shop. It's just a name, not a real shop, by the way. Check out that black hood and the hood tech and the hood pin. Old ones too, not even new. Check out that duck. Oh, speedy duck. That's a lot different, don't you think? Buddy Bombi traded me a pair of racing seats I had for these. It came out of his dune buggy. There she is, 2017 Jezebel before the 505 stroker and 4-speed conversion. Just added zooming pipes, actual upright zooming.